Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We are out here today with the puppies, and they are all quiet and they are all sleeping. If you can't see them all because they're hiding a little bit, we've got a couple right here. We've got one inside the barrel, and the rest of them are all lined up in here, all nice and snuggly. So they are all happy. They are all quiet. Nobody is yapping. It's good. So we are hopefully going to get through this video before anybody wakes up. So we're just going to keep the video rolling on them. And if they wake up, well, we'll deal with it. But today we're diving into the nitty-gritty, squirmy, noisy, messy world of puppy raising, particularly between 2 and 4 weeks of age. These guys are 3.5 weeks old. And this is the stage where things start to change between 2 and 4 weeks. Eyes are opening, wobbly little legs are trying to hold up chunky bodies, and mama is getting a little, let's say, overwhelmed. And if you're the human helping out, buckle up. There's a lot to do, and you're about to have a lot to clean. Our 8 Great Pyrenees puppies from Tequila's litter are right in the middle of this stage right now. So what better time to show and share everything we've learned, including the stuff people tend not to talk about because it's messy and gross. So let's start with what you can expect to see developmentally between 2 and 4 weeks. Ears and eyes are going to open usually between 14 to 17 days of age. You'll notice the pups start reacting to light and sound. Okay, that's a good thing. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Cute little toe beans. Look at the little toe beans on this one. Seriously. Look at these toe beans. Look at those toe beans. I'm sorry. Toe beans. I love toe beans. So they start reacting to light and sound because they can hear and see. They'll also start taking their first wobbly steps. They'll start crawling and eventually attempt to stand and walk. It's clumsy at first, it's adorable, and it's going to end with a few face plants. That's okay. The teeth are going to start coming in as well. Those tiny needle teeth start pushing through. That's your cue to start prepping for their first taste of solid food. Their voices also start to develop. You'll hear yips and growls and barks as they discover their own sounds. For us, it's like having 8 little squeaky toys come to life. It's adorable and noisy. That's why I waited till now when they were napping to record, because 20 minutes ago, it was loud as heck out here. They're also going to start developing some social awareness. They'll start interacting with each other and with you. You're no longer just the walking milk refiller. You're no longer just mama's friend. They're starting to recognize you. They're starting to look at you when you come in the room. And that's a precious stage. This is the stage where puppies go from little blobs to little dogs. But don't be fooled by the cuteness. This is also where the real work begins. Okay? So mama dog is still going to do the bulk of the work, but she's going to need more help from you now. The mama is going to have increased caloric needs. She's feeding bigger, more active pups. Okay? Tequila has access to her dog food 100% of the time, and she's definitely eating more of it than she used to. Lots of extra calories, lots of high protein options. My dad has been making her barbecue stuff. Okay? Whether it's chicken or steak or whatever he's got, he's barbecuing it for her because she's feeding 8 tiny little babies. Now, hydration is critical. Mama's producing a lot of milk. She needs clean water available at all times. Don't let that bowl run out. Also, mama's going to need her own rest space. She's going to start to need a break from the puppies. That's one of the reasons the puppies are out here, to give Keela a break. One, they need to get outside. Okay, it's good for them. But it's also good to have them in their own pen where they can't follow their mama around. And just let her relax. Right? Just let her relax. let her be calm. Let her be without them. Give her space where she can retreat, even if it's just for a few minutes at a time, while still being able to check in on her puppies. Okay? It's important. So Tequila can jump over this board. Okay? Tequila can jump over this board, no problem. And so she does. It's not a problem for her. She can come and check on these babies whenever she wants. But blocking them in with this board and this wire fencing, it's just a panel that we're going to use for the horse pen. But blocking them in with this fencing means they can't chase her. Okay? They can't chase her down. And that's really important. That's so important for these little dudes. You're also going to want to monitor mama's health. Watch for signs of mastitis, hot, swollen teats, dehydration, exhaustion. If something seems weird, get mama to the vet. Okay? She is going to need your support. She is still doing the bulk of the work. I know you think you're doing a lot, and you are, but she's doing most of it. She is feeding them. She's cleaning up after them to a certain degree. She still needs your support. Oh, and be ready for her to get less interested in cleaning up after the pups. I know she's been doing it like a champ, but about the time you hit that 3.5 week mark, she's going to start to think, why am I doing this? Why don't the humans do it? And then you're up. You are the human. It's now your job. Brace yourself. This stage gets messy. Here's what you're in for. They pee a lot, okay? And suddenly, mama's not cleaning it all up. So all of a sudden, you're going to start finding pee spots on your floor. Another good reason to have them outside on a beautiful day. They can pee on the grass. But you're going to start finding that, okay? She's not cleaning up after them as much. She just doesn't want to clean it all up. They're getting older. They should start moving out at 3 weeks old. No. But she doesn't want to do it all. And unless you want to walk around on pee-soaked floors all day, you're going to have to start cleaning it up. They also poop a lot. And it's gross. And it's squishy. And it's smelly. And you're going to have to start changing their bedding every day. Sometimes twice a day. You're going to be doing a lot of laundry. I hope your washing machine, is in good shape. Because it's going to get a workout. And they're going to crawl through their own mess. Okay, sometimes people don't talk to you about this part. They crawl through their own poop. They will sleep in it. There is no avoiding it. This is another reason to get them out here. So at least, they're out on the grass and hopefully don't feel like rolling in their own poops. But there is no avoiding it ultimately. You're just do more laundry. just go do some more laundry. It's fine. Don't worry about it. There's also the smell. Even with constant cleaning, a litter of 8 can make a small area smell like a barn in July. Air purifiers, open windows, and puppy safe cleaners become your best friends. And if it's not winter, the weather holds and the puppies are strong enough and mama's okay with it, you can do what we're doing. They have a little pen. They're not staying out here overnight. They are not old enough for that. But they can hang out. They can play. They can move around. They can enjoy their life. Okay? And it cuts the smell because they're outside. Puppies can't help but smell. They pee and poop all the time. It's going to stink. It's not glamorous, but it's part of the deal. If you're not ready for it, you're not ready for puppies. Okay? So let's talk about starting solid foods, which is what we've done. At about 3.5 to 4 weeks, those little teeth are coming in. And mama may not want them nursing quite as often. All right? That's important. That's your sign to start feeding them. You are basically the weaning support system. Mama's going to need it. Help her out. So, puppy gruel time. You can get, yes, a soft puppy food, which, by the way, these guys didn't like. Okay, I bought the soft puppy food, the wet stuff. They didn't like it. They were turning their noses up at it. Tequila ate it, but they didn't like it. So instead, I did what my vet recommended. And what my vet recommended was to make a puppy gruel. Puppy gruel That's dog food soaked in water with a little bit of puppy formula. Okay? That's what we got here. Hi. Oh, you're such a good puppy. That's what we've got. Mix a quality puppy kibble, or in this case, they wouldn't eat that. My vet said, you know what? Try giving them mama's food because they've been smelling mama's food on her breath. So I'm like, fine, whatever, to get them eating. So that's their mother's food soaked in puppy milk and a little water. Because what that'll do is use the puppy milk to give them the nutrients they need, but it tastes good because they like the way it smells. It smells like their mama's food because that's what it is. So hopefully you can use puppy kibble unless you have stubborn puppies. I have stubborn puppies. Either way, take that kibble and soak it and then let it absorb all that moisture so it's really soft for them to chomp. Okay? Theirs is nice and soft. I don't mash it up with a fork. I just leave it, but it's soft enough that their tiny little mouths can go chomp. Happy chomps. And you want to offer them in low, shallow dishes. I'm using little tiny puppy dishes. Okay? I'm sending these little puppy dishes home with their puppy parents because I don't need to keep 8 little puppy dishes. I can send them home. But it's good to have them. So, be prepared. There's also a dish of water in there. But be prepared for these puppies to walk through it, sit in it, fling it, get it all on their faces, get it up their noses. It's going to cover them. The first feedings are chaos. They don't know what they're doing. They're trying to figure out how food works. They're like, do I sit in it? No, but close. I usually start with 1 feeding a day and gradually increase it as their interest grows. These guys are quite enjoying having their puppy gruel ready for them. So when they feel like it, they can eat it. Okay? Remember, this is in addition to nursing, not a replacement just yet. Okay? They are not ready to be completely without mama. Mama should still be feeding them 3 to 4 times a day. These guys are 3.5 weeks old. Mama is still feeding them like 4 times a day. That's just the way it has to be. They're not ready to be independent of mama yet. But a warning, cleanup duty increases tenfold once solid food enters the mix. Expect food smeared on puppies, paws in bowls, and everything that's not nailed down soaked in gruel. It can get gross. Again, that's one of the reasons I'm feeding them out here, so I don't have puppy food smeared all over my bedroom floor. We're going for it. And it's nice out, as long as it doesn't rain. Like, if it rains, I'll have to take them inside. But right now, they're having a great time. Now let's talk about safe space and socialization. Okay? Now that they're moving more and seeing their world, you want to make sure their environment is enriching, but safe. Bigger space is good. That old whelping box might start to feel cramped. Add a secure, clean area for them to toddle around. This is what we've done out here. They can toddle around on the grass. They can pass out and look like they're drunk and get walked on by the brothers. She's like, oh my God, I'm just trying to sleep. But it's a good idea to give them a little larger space that is safe where they can wander around a little bit. Introduce soft toys and textures, so you'll notice they have a couple of puppy toys that they've been playing with. They really like them. Blankets, stuffed animals, puppy-safe items to chew on. Help them develop their sensory skills. And these guys are really liking being on grass. They love it. You want to start some handling if you haven't been. Now, I've been handling these guys since they were born. But if you haven't been and now their eyes are open, it's time. Short, gentle sessions of holding, petting, and even light grooming like a soft brush help them bond with humans and get used to being touched. You want your puppies used to being touched. Now, you also want to start getting used to loud noises and bright sights. It's not too early to start gentle exposure to household sounds like vacuum cleaners, washing machines, people talking. Don't overwhelm them, but don't lock them in silence either. They have to get used to things at some point. This is socialization. It's not going out and meeting every single dog on the planet. It's learning to exist in a calm way and not react to everything that comes their way as puppies. So socialization, when I say that, I don't mean take them out and meet all the dogs. They shouldn't do that. It means get them to a point where no matter what is going on, they don't react, because they pretty much shouldn't at this age. Good girl. She got off the blanket to pee. That's progress. So, what about health checks? By the end of the 4th week, it's time to start thinking ahead. Good time to deworm. Many breeders start deworming around 2 to 3 weeks and repeat every 2 weeks until they go home. Depending on your buyers. So I've got a couple of buyers that ask me not to do any of that they're going to have their own vet do it. And I respect that. Some people want to have only their one vet see their puppy and not have my vet and their vet. A few of the people are using the same vet as me, so it's a non-issue. But I get that because I'm like that too. When I'm getting a puppy, usually I tell them I will come and get them when their first shots are due, and I will take them to my vet for their first shots because I would rather do that. But either way, they're going to need some kind of care. So you're probably going to want to start deworming. You're going to want to think about the first vet visit. That's usually around 6 weeks, but it's not too early to start tracking weight development so that you have any issues that crop up, you're able to talk to the vet and say, I think this might be going on with this particular puppy. Okay, it's a good idea to just be aware. Keep track of all your different records. Keep track of which puppy's doing what. Weigh-ins every few days can alert you to problems before they become serious. These guys are coming in at 10 pounds now. I need to know if somebody's lost some weight, because that could be a potential concern that I need to bring up with the vet. Nobody has, but still, keep track so you know if someone's not doing well. Also start thinking about puppy proofing, because walking, curious puppies, sprinting, running up and down the hallway, chewing chaos, this is all what's in store for you if you don't keep those puppies under control. So find a spot where they can just, be in a puppy-proofed area. These guys are safe in here. There's nothing they can chew on that's going to hurt them. They're fine. And it's important to think about that and set up a safe space for them. If it's not nice out, they'll just have to stay in either my room or the living room alcove, which will block off, so they can stay safe. It's important. So, 2 to 4 weeks is a transformational time for puppies. They're growing fast, learning every hour, and changing right before your eyes. It's cute, it's chaotic, it's messy, and it's magical. But more than anything, it's a responsibility. These little lives are depending on you to make their transition from newborn blobs to confident, healthy pups. They're not just about cuddling cute babies, okay? They need more than that. It's really about giving them the very best start in life. And speaking as someone raising 8 Great Pyrenees pups right now, I'm tired, my laundry room is getting a workout, and my mop seriously needs a break. But it's also one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. These guys are perfect. They are going to make wonderful livestock guardian dogs. But it's up to me to make sure they get that good start in life. And that's what I'm going to do. That's about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. Drop a comment below if you're raising a litter, thinking about getting started, or if you just want to share your own puppy mess stories. Because let's be honest, if you've had puppies, you've got a mess story. We'll see you tomorrow.